Hi, this is part 2 of the series on New Year's resolutions. This one's going to be a lot of fun. After a very quick history lesson, we're going to look at the top 10 New Year's resolutions that people make, and then we're going to look at some weird ones. Whether it's the glittering ball in Times Square or a giant cheese wedge in Wisconsin, we clink our glasses and exchange kisses as countless people toast the new year. As the wave of celebrations travel across the globe, millions vow to kick bad habits and improve themselves to make this next year better than the last. Ever wonder where this tradition started? People have been making New Year's resolutions for thousands of years, and like many things, there's a heavy religious element to this tradition. We can trace the tradition of New Year's resolutions back to the ancient Babylonians, who made promises to their gods at the start of each year that they would return borrowed objects and pay their debts. This was 4,000 years ago. Jumping ahead about 2,000 years, Julius Caesar, in reforming the calendar of his day, it kept falling out of sync because it was tied to the moon and the sun, instituted January 1 as the new year. He did this in part to honor the god Janus, for whom January is named. Janus had two faces, one allowing him to look to the past and another allowing him to look to the future. How convenient. The Romans began each year by making promises to Janus. Then the Roman Empire fell, and thus began the medieval era. Between jousts and brutal conquests, the knights took the peacock vow at the end of the Christmas season each year to reaffirm their commitment to chivalry. In the spirit of continuous improvement, Christian leaders in medieval Europe temporarily replaced January 1 as the first day of the year with days carrying more religious significance, days like December 25th. However, change was tough, even for people back then, so Pope Gregory XIII of Gregorian calendar fame reestablished January 1 as New Year's Day in 1582. Oh, and another interesting tidbit. The Puritans in the late 1600s called January first month because they wanted to discourage the partying and festive nature of New Year's celebrations. I believe they later learned that changing the name didn't change the desire for fun, so first month didn't take. Let's fast forward a couple of hundred years. In 1907, Adolph Oakes, publisher of the New York Times, had a 5-foot iron globe studded with 216 lamps built. It dropped from a 70-foot pole. Thus began the tradition of modern times. Let's see how our resolutions compare with those of others by looking at the top 10 New Year's resolutions. Fortunately, our government is putting our tax dollars to work on this important topic. I was able to go to this website and find exactly what I needed. So, let's do this David Letterman style. The top 10 New Year's resolutions are: number 10, recycle. Really? Number 9, quit smoking. Number 8, manage stress. Isn't that why people smoke? Number 7, manage debt. Talk about a source of stress. Number 6, lose weight. Number 5, get fit. There is a trend developing here. Number 4, get a better job. One with less stress, I presume. Number 3, get a better education. Number 2, eat healthy food. See, I told you there was a trend. And the number 1 New Year's resolution, according to the United States government, drink less alcohol. Notice we say less. I couldn't resist. I had to Google the strangest New Year's resolutions. Here are 3 of my favorites. Break a food eating record. Now this one doesn't work well if one of your other resolutions is to lose weight. Get more piercings. I don't recommend this if you travel a lot. It tends to set off the metal detector. Dye my clothes dark colors. Now this one really confuses me. Well, that's it for today. I hope this was fun for you. Next time, we're going to get serious. As I said in part 1, I have some easy to use but very powerful tools for making your resolutions a reality. The first tip has 2 parts, and they're absolutely critical for success. And in the next segment, I'm going to share those with you. So, between now and then, ask yourself, what do you really want to change or accomplish in the new year? Happy holidays!